Hello everyone, welcome to MMG RGHS exam first MBBS. How to prepare? My dear students, how is your preparation? I hope you are doing well. I am Dr. Manjunath. I am author of NEET Medicine, Medicine Q, and the National Faculty of NEET PG and the next exam. I am going to discuss about RGHS exam, first MBBS, how to prepare. Many students ask me about the same, how to prepare for upcoming exam that is scheduled on Jan 24th. In the beginning, let me discuss what is the syllabus, what is the distribution of topics in anatomy, in physiology and in biochemistry. That is very important because you need to prepare timetable according to weightage of the topics. The limiting factor in your preparation is the time. The time management is very important. RGHS Anatomy Paper 1, distribution of topics. Distribution of topics. So this is taken from university draft. Let me take different pen. Yes, as you know, anatomy paper 1 and paper 2. So paper 1 is 100 mark, paper 2 is also 100 mark. So general anatomy around 6 marks. One example is types of joints. Recently asked in the exam, types of joints are difference between aponeurosis and tendon. That is also recently asked in the exam. So it is around 6 marks. General histology, it's around 5 mark. General embryology, that is around 8 mark. Upper limb, that's around 18 marks, upper limb. Okay, like shoulder joint. So that is actually, so upper limb, that is around 18. Thorax including diaphragm, it's around 21 mark. Head and neck area 29 marks. Neuroanatomy 13 marks. So what you can see here, the head and neck and the neuroanatomy, that includes around 42 marks. That means it's around 40 to 50% of your question in paper 1 comes from head and neck area and the neuroanatomy. You need to know about this very well. Okay, so yes. So thorax anatomy 21 mark. That is already we know. In anatomy that is 21 mark. But remember, in physiology, thorax related topics, they are RS system and the CVS system, around 45 marks in physiology. Okay, respiratory system and CVS system, that's around 45. So total 66 mark that comes from integrated thorax anatomy and thorax physiology. 66 marks. Okay, so that you need to keep it in your mind. So while reading thorax anatomy, you complete thorax in 3 days. Okay, and next 3 days you go to RS CVS system, complete that in 3 days. So you can save time and also you will understand in a better way. Okay, next. Anatomy head and neck area and neuroanatomy, it's 42 mark we discussed. 42 marks we discussed. Head and neck area around 29 and neuroanatomy 13 marks, that's around 42 marks. But here what you must know, CNS physiology, central nervous system physiology, that's around 35 mark. Like basal ganglia, functions of basal ganglia, functions of hypothalamus, functions of thalamus, lobes of brain. So there is so CNS physiology and CNS anatomy, that is head and neck area, you can combine special senses as well. So around 45 marks, around 45. That means it is 45 plus 42, it's almost 90. 80 plus mark is come from so this area. Okay, so while reading anatomy of head and neck and neuroanatomy, say example 1 week, so 1 week you spend it on physiology and the other special senses and all, or maybe 4 days plus 4 days, that is also fine, depending upon your knowledge and your preparation. It all depends on you actually. Okay, so it all depends on you, only I can guide you. So and final decision should be taken by you only. Next, okay, so this is one clue which I got from the syllabus. Next, anatomy paper 2, distribution of topics. So we are talking now anatomy paper 2. So as you know, there are 2 main questions and there are some short essays and short answers and 10 MCQs, right? So that we discussed in our app, you know that. So systemic histology, 11 mark. Systemic histology, like example, histology of prostate, 3 marks question. Histology of vas deferens, 3 marks question. Histology of fallopian tube, ureter, contrast and compare between ureter and prostate, something like that question asked in the exam. Histology, okay. Systemic embryology, like example, sources of interventricular septum, 3 sources, 3 marks question. So development is very commonly asked in the exam. Okay, so yes, that's systemic embryology, 11 mark. So around 22 from embryology and histology. So genetics, I think genetics relatively easy questions. Lower limb 18 marks, abdomen 31 marks, pelvis 21 mark. So abdomen and pelvis, so it's around 52 marks. So 52 marks. So please remember, all of you, this cover almost 50 to 60% of your total anatomy 2 paper, pelvis and abdomen. Okay, so you have to read according to the weightage of the subject, not like reading lower limb 1 week, so or say genetics for 1 week, like that. So you have to read abdomen and pelvis in thoroughly that important topics, like example kidney, relations, ureter, so all many topics, so that we discussed in our app. Next, but here there is something I want to discuss here is anatomy, abdomen and pelvis, 31 plus 21, 52 marks anatomy. But in physiology also, you know, GIT, gastrointestinal system, stomach, cells of the stomach, intestine, small intestine, large intestine. So renal system, especially acid-base balance and other topic. So GIT 15 mark, renals 15 mark, endocrinology 20 mark, it's around 50 mark. That means around 102 mark if you combine anatomy of abdomen and pelvis and the physiology of this abdomen, renal, GIT and endocrinology, it's around 102 marks. Again, it all depends on you. It's all okay. Yeah. Next is the physiology. Now it is physiology 1 and 2. So physiology 1, so paper 1. So this is paper 1, 100 mark. And this is paper 2, 100 mark, right? So general physiology 5 mark, hematology 20 mark, hematology, cardiovascular highest, the highest in paper 1 is CVS 25 marks, okay, gastrointestinal system 15, respiratory 20, renal 15, so all systems are very important. Okay, even hematology is also important here. Highest is cardiovascular system. In paper 2, nerve muscle physiology 12, endocrine 20, reproductive physiology 15, central nervous system 35, Special Sciences 10, Integrated Physiology 8. So CNS is the highest. So CNS has highest weightage, around 35 marks. So that we have to concentrate. Okay, so yes. Next, we are going to discuss biochemistry. Biochemistry paper 1. Cellular organelles, membrane transport 5. Like example, functions of mitochondria is the question asked. Simple question. Functions of lysosome. So cellular organelles, basically it is 10 plus 2 biology. Extracellular matrix like glycosaminoglycans, that's very commonly asked. Enzymes. So this is the area you are going to miss. Remember, this is very important. Very important. Enzymes. Small topic, but the weightage is around 13 marks. Carbohydrate chemistry 5 marks. Carbohydrate metabolism 13 marks. Lipid chemistry 5, lipid metabolism 13, metabolism and homeostasis 8 mark, biological oxidation 5, vitamins. So vitamin is the one question asked very commonly, either vitamin A or vitamin D. So that's very common. Calcium, homeostasis, all these are very commonly asked in the exam. Vitamins. Minerals, calcium that we discussed. So these two I think relatively easy. These three topics, vitamins, minerals and nutrition, I think you can do it in one day. I think in one day you can complete this vitamins, minerals and nutrition. So if you complete that, you will be getting so around 36 marks. 36 marks. So that means around 40% of the syllabus. Okay. So acid base balance 13. So that especially respiratory acidosis, respiratory alkalosis, very simple topic. So that is 13 mark, that you can do it in one day only. One day. Water electrolyte balance, that's around 6. So what is the point here is read vitamins, minerals, nutrition, acid base balance thoroughly. Around 50% of biochemistry paper 1 comes from this enzymes. So okay, then you can go to the difficult flow chart and all, you can prepare that. I'll help you, don't worry. Next, paper 2, protein chemistry 6 mark. Plasma protein, remember albumin globulin ratio, albumin levels, so all these are very common. Multiple myeloma. Immunology, very commonly asked. Innate immunity, humoral immunity, very commonly asked. Protein and amino acid metabolism 13 mark. Nucleic acid chemistry, like example RNA structure, DNA structure, Watson-Crick model. Nucleotide metabolism, that is very important. That is usually you are going to miss in the exam. Molecular biology 13 marks. Molecular biology techniques like PCR, DNA fingerprinting. Other techniques in molecular biology that are very commonly asked in the exam. Almost alternate exam they are going to ask PCR, polymerase chain reaction. Then Western blot, Southern blot, Northern blot, all these blot techniques. Biochemistry of cancer, like example oncogene, proto-oncogenes, P53, guardian of genome, all these are very commonly asked. Heme metabolism, parperias, they are very commonly asked topic. Types of parperia and clinical features. They will give you some clinical scenario. You need to identify whether it is acute intermittent porphyria or some other porphyria. Organ function test. So this is the one you are going to miss in the exam. Organ function test. It's very simple topic. Renal function test, liver function test. All this you must know very well. 13 marks. Free radicals. Very simple topic. Glutathione and all, very commonly asked. Xenobiotics. Detoxification. Detoxification is the question asked almost every year. Phase 1 and phase 2 reactions. Every year they are asking. Clinical chemistry. 5 mark. They are asking 5 marks from that. So just keep all these topics in your mind. Plan your schedule according to weightage. Okay. So the planning timetable is very important in any preparation. Any preparation, NEET, PG, next exam, any preparation, the planning is very important. So I'm in this teaching field since last 15 years. So what I observed, those who prepare timetable, those who prepare handwritten notes, so they will definitely get success one or other day. Okay. Next. Now some student asked me, so what are the topics to be prepared? Remember, there is no excuse. There is no excuse. You have to complete important topics of paper 1 and paper 2. in all subjects. Important topics you have to cover. Some topics, basal ganglia, some topics, important barf areas, you have to read. It is like, so you have to read all the topics, especially important topics, according to the weightage I am telling you. Okay, so that is the one point. Second, you need not to be master in all topics. Okay, it's like example PCR. What is PCR? Steps in PCR, functions of PCR, applications of PCR. If you know that, more than enough. Nobody will ask you to write some essay on PCR. Okay, so in paraphernalia, if you know the pathway and some clinical features, sufficient. No need of full detail about paraphernalia in detail. That is not needed in your RGHS exam. If you have time, you can read. Okay, then you should know basics of important topics. That is very important. Basics you should know. So basics you should know. That is what the very important component of your preparation. Basics you must know, either in Viva, practicals, basics. Next, don't spend lot time on rare topics. Some rare topic is asked. Okay, that you don't worry. Okay, why? Because, so rather concentrate on common topics. Common topics are commonly asked. Rare topics are rarely asked. Okay, this is what you must know. Rare topics are rarely asked. Some rare topic asked in some exam, don't worry about that. Read common topics. So once you go through all the CBME 8 papers, you will get an idea. So what are the topics important and what are the topics which are not important. Okay, yeah. Now coming to the timetable, your timetable. So according to university, so your exam starts from 24th. So that is anatomy paper 1. So anatomy paper 1 and paper 2, you will get at least 3 days gap. Okay, so you can see here 3 days gap is there. 3 days. Yes, 3 days is sufficient for revision of your notes. If you prepare proper notes, so 3 days is sufficient for revision. 100%. Don't worry. So next, between 28 and 31 physiology paper 1. So I think again here 29. So here problem is physiology 1 and 2. The duration is less. To 29th and 32 days are there for physiology 1, but physiology 2 you have only 1 day. So physiology 2 you have only 1 day. I think this is the area where you are going to have some difficulty. So you have to prepare according to the timetable. Physiology paper 2. Physiology paper 2 you need to concentrate now onwards because gap is only 1 day. Next, biochemistry and this around 2 days. Again 1 day it is. Biochemistry 1 day, third, and that is 1 day. But biochemistry 2, you can see here it's around 5-6, around 2 days gap is there. So I think this biochemistry 1 and physiology 2, these two subjects or these two exams will create some difficulty in preparation. So you need to prepare according to the timetable. Yeah. Next, how to prepare for exam in upcoming days. So many students yesterday asked me, sir, how to prepare for exams in upcoming days. First point, prepare handwritten notes of important topics every day while studying and revise during leisure time. Okay, so traditional method, the gold standard method, prepare handwritten notes. Prepare some 5 pages of notes every day. Say example, you are reading anatomy today. Target some 5 pages. Small handwriting like this. You prepare some. This is example notes. You just make 2 columns. With a different pen, you write some points here like this. Okay. Some notes. So divide entire page into 2. Then you prepare some notes. So write important points only. Don't write everything in that. Write some important point. So with important, that you should highlight in the exam. Next, open the app. So now one more shortcut I'm telling you. Open the app, MMG, open the app. Listen to audio of short answers. So we uploaded many short audio, 10 minutes audio of short answers. 10 short answers in 10 minutes. 10 short essays in 20 minutes. Two long essay in 40 minutes. Like that, short videos. So accurate, to the point, brief videos from the standard textbook daily, so you can cover lot of topic in short span of time, along with PDF of solved papers in the app itself. So you are having a PDF and also you are getting an audio of the same. So a simplified mnemonics, flowcharts and all that is given. So I think in that way you can cover all 8 CBME papers. So I think minimum 35 to 40% of the total topics will be repeats in the exam. Repeats. So that will come to know so during preparation. Prepare flowcharts. Example, biochemistry flowcharts. Like example, heme synthesis pathway. Prepare flowchart. Mnemonics, some mnemonics. We uploaded many mnemonics. Pathways in physiology. Like example, basal ganglia. All these we discussed. Anatomy diagrams, especially embryology. So prepare some common diagrams. So and paste it on study table. You paste it on study table. Or thermocol, notice board, thermocol and notice board. So so that will be more helpful in upcoming days. Listen to audio of important lectures before going to bed. Say example, you are going to bed at 10 o'clock, half an hour, so you can just listen to audio. While traveling also you can, so you're traveling by bus, so you can watch audios. Yeah. Next, prepare your own timetable. So prepare your own timetable. That is very important. Okay. So if you ask me to prepare timetable, so that is not actually correct. You have to prepare your own timetable because you know you very well. You know you very well. So that's why prepare your own timetable. So just sit for some half an hour, 1 hour, think about the syllabus, go through the syllabus, paper 1, paper 2, paper 1, paper 2, then you prepare your own timetable. So in these topics, I'm good in that. These topics, I'm not that good. So you prepare your own timetable. Okay? Yeah. Some mnemonic I'll tell you. Example, we uploaded one mnemonic yesterday. Mesodermal derivatives. So derivatives of mesoderm, ectoderm, endoderm, very commonly asked in embryology. The mnemonic is gonads. G for genitourinary renal. O for others, muscle, bone, connective tissue, serous lining of body cavities, cardiovascular system, parenchyma. N for notochord. Notochord is last year's question. That is nucleus pulposus. A for adrenal cortex. D for dura mater. And S for spleen. You can prepare your own mnemonic also. One mnemonic. So while reading, you will get to know. Or else you can go through the mnemonics which we uploaded in the app. So that is also fine. Now, lastly, the very important all of you, success, you know, it is not a sudden thing. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in a day and day in and day out. Okay, repeatedly you should do small efforts like preparing notes, handwritten notes. So these small things, you know, they are known as ordinary things. So that will make you extraordinary. Okay, extraordinary. Next, one more very important now, first year students, I'm telling you, don't compare your life with others. Okay, don't compare your life to others. Okay, comparison is the one that creates a lot of stress in your mind. Okay, there is no comparison between sun and the moon. They shine when it's their time. Okay, so that's why now onwards, be positive. You can do it. All is well. You can do it. Okay, all is well. I'm telling you, all is well. So you can do it. And the second thing, yes, you can. Just do it. Prepare timetable, go through the weightage, prepare handwritten notes, revise. You will definitely pass the first year exam and you will become one of the best clinician in upcoming days. Wish you all the best. Thank you.